What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be working on the suspension of my car. As you can see, we're a little bit ahead of you right now. We completed the rear last night. We didn't really want to film because of how difficult it was last time with rust and stuff, but actually it went very smooth. So we're going to film the front installation today, but I want to show you guys what this OEM suspension looked like. Pretty much the same thing as Jordan's, except I feel like yours were wider, where yours actually different struts and stuff too.
Yeah, well, they're STI struts.
It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see now, you've seen STI, OEM, and aftermarket. So these things were pretty shot though. So glad we're upgrading.
So over the next 10 days until we leave for Import Alliance, we're kind of going to be like filming bits and pieces of everything that we have going on, just because we have very limited amounts of time with school and work going on to then put more work during the night times or like the weekend to get the cars done. So we're kind of gonna like speed up the process of filming everything. So like we said, we already got the rear end done of the car, and you guys already saw us do the coilover install on my car. So this will kind of be like an update of everything that's going on with this car. And throughout this next 10 days, we are going to be like really getting stuff done as fast as possible before we leave. And we still have to drop both cars off to like the alignment shop. Mine has to go get re-looked at. His has to get aligned in the first place, and there's a bunch of stuff we got to do this week. So this video is about to be like 10 days worth of videos in one video. So let's get going. All right, so to catch you up really quickly, the rear end, or actually, yeah, rear end is done. Front end we still have to do, but we have already set ourselves up for taking the coils off last night. So
set ourselves up for success. That's all we're talking about out here.
If you guys haven't seen the radiator install, that is also in. And how have your car been running?
Dude, chilly.
Yeah, so all those
it's
eBay
freaking
haters,
great. Yo, it's like these beads, pretty quality. I mean, I checked this a couple days after. I haven't lost any coolant from either of those spots. I might have to put some more in the overflow from just what it sucked in, but dude, it's perfect. I haven't been overheating at all. It's like it's running great. Doesn't mean that like it's a fantastic radiator, but it's doing its job. That's all that matters.
This one is now done. Don't mind the no fender. It's getting repainted.
Yep, it's actually right there. So it's right there.
Don't mind the Tupac in the background, but this side is actually done. We're actually done. We're actually done for the night. All we got to do is put the wheels back on, and then tighten that down, and then we're going for our first test drive with the new coils on this car.
So pretty much since we started and got that first bolt broken loose on the other side, it's been an hour and 32 minutes. And this side's completely installed. We just got to obviously put the wheel back on. So I thought that was pretty good compared to our 3-day pretty much thing last time.
And we weren't really rushing this. We were kind of just like going.
It was kind of leisurely. Yeah. But I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. It looks a lot cleaner up in here compared to what the stock looked like. This looks so much better. Saves a lot of room. Obviously, if you know anything about coils, you can see I'm like super lifted. I'm not trying to be slammed right now. I'll adjust all that after I get the wheels and tires in. Well, actually the tires are over there, but once we get the wheels in and get it all set up, that's when I'll drop it and all. So ready to put this on and go for a little test drive.
All right, time for a test drive. It's gonna feel dank,
dude. We'll see.
Oh, you can already tell. It feels good.
I just feel like I can already tell.
Oh yeah, it feels great.
It feels nice and stiff
and smooth too.
Yeah,
with some smoothness.
I used to, like, if I jolted it like that kind of like clutch roast, I could feel the car shake much more. Now it's like planted. So it makes my crappy driving feel less crappy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
It feels good.
Perfect for the drive down.
You can always adjust on the go too.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so much better. We just did figure eights in a parking lot. Feels, and your acceleration, it'll put it to the ground more too. You won't be so like, tucking in the back. All right, day two. We have my car in the garage. I have a couple issues with right here. You can see all this nasty bacon right here where we tried to roll the fenders. Anyways, it's a long story. We rolled the fenders all the way to about like right here. Right here is pretty crappy, so what we're going to do today is I'm actually just going to cut this out because it's too rusty to keep rolling it. It's just going to keep cracking. So go ahead and trim some of this off so we can stop rubbing only on this side. And I got to send the car back off to get realigned because for some reason this side sticks out. And if we go to the other side, it doesn't stick out that much at all. Like this fitment is way better, and actually we can go down a little bit more on this side. But as far as this side goes, it sticks out too far. I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna have the shop look at it again. First I need to get that fender situation under control, chop that out. Maybe I'll even wash the car. It looks pretty nasty right now. And I also have touch-up paint that I can start putting on bits and pieces of the car. I did get the trunk back from getting repainted, and obviously right now it's dirty as crap, so you can't even tell. But as far as the colors, like, it matches perfectly. The guy did a great job. If you guys need any work, go to Palermo's Auto Body. He actually repainted Ian's car, which is why I wanted to go there anyways, because he did such a good job on repainting his car. So, gonna get this jacked up. Oh, and then that's what I was gonna do. We're gonna check that side, because I want to see if anything on this left side, since the wheel's sticking, I want to measure things to see if, like, what the difference is between that side, which looks perfect, and that side, which doesn't look perfect. So, let's get going. So we immediately found our issue why this side was sticking out, which is exactly what I thought it was, plus a little bit more. So I have extended, basically, we'll just call them lower control arms, even though there's no control arms in the rear of this car. So we have adjustable lower control arms, and they're two lateral links that go like this. And when you pull them this way or this way, that adjusts toe, and if you pull this way, then that adjusts your camber. Along with that, so the back side's extended too far, so it's pushing the wheel out too much. And then also there's a bolt that goes to the back of both of those links on the subframe, and that's exactly where the camber bolt is, and we have it flipped the wrong way. So if we flip it the other way, it should help push a little bit more camber, as well as we're going to need to adjust the trailing arms, which I'm going to let the shop do so that they have, you know, the perfect alignment, but we can at least flip the bolt around because it's just a bolt. So glad to figure out our problem, you know, 2 minutes into this thing, which is what I was thinking the whole time, but I just had to, you know, actually get the car up to look at it. As you can see, we're doing some touch-up paint. I have a bunch of little places that need touch-up paint, scratches. This dent that came from the light. There's a scratch here. There's a bunch. We're not going to get through all of them today. I just want to do mainly this one and the dent right here. Maybe a couple more on the hood. Because the front end of the car, it looks good, except for the little scratches is what ruins it, and the dents. So I need to get all of them removed. I was supposed to get a quote for full dent removal eventually, but that kind of like was put on pause until we need to do all the other mechanical things done and worry about like cosmetics last. So since we got extra time today, and I actually bought this from Subaru, this is the touch-up paint pen that they give you for this car. You can buy this at any dealership for like 16 bucks, 15 bucks ish, something like that, and it's perfect. It has a abrasive tip up here to scratch away just little pieces of rust. This isn't for like big spots, this is for tiny little spots. They have a small pen tip to get into like really thin places, and then they have a thicker brush, so if you have a much larger scratch, you can just kind of layer it over. On the bottom, I didn't even notice till we just opened the package, it actually comes with clear coat like on the bottom, so that you can go, after you let the base coat dry, go back with a little bit of clear coat and seal it off and never see it again. So just scratching up the rust right here in this spot, and then we're going to start moving to other little places and just kind of work on each spot. And we're not going to finish today, and that's fine, but at least we'll get started on it. So keep going. I'm in the hood, I think I'm back trapping again. Only backpacking the best. Yeah, but I still miss you. Can you call me? Yeah, I heard that shit changed, that you still balling. All right, guys, it is about probably, I don't even know when the last clip was, but anyways, Tonight we are taking another step forward to get these cars ready for Import Alliance. Since then, both me and Ryan have had our alignments done. Everything as far as ride height and the suspension are done on both cars. Now it's just a couple little things left to do that aren't like, you know, mechanically necessary, but just for the looks of the car. So tonight we're going to be wrapping my roof a gloss black from 3Ms. We have Calvin coming over. He just showed up. So we're going to have everybody try and help get this roof done as smoothly as possible and turn it from that into a nice gloss black so we can cover up that primer, we can cover up all the dent things that I fixed, and she's going to look so much better. That's just one more thing as far as like paint that I really wanted to fix before we left for this trip, because this was that's a big part of the car. As you can see from the front, it looks like I have like a racing stripe on that side of primer. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up. Alright, we're starting to get prepped, using the good old stuff to make sure the roof is clean. Then we're going to be tossing some nice rep wherever it went.
What was that voice? Some nice rep.
That's a nice lens, by the way. That's
Wow.
Little section, measure out how much you need. Alright, so now here we go.
Still going at it.
I can't even see you, Ryan. It's too bright.
Yeah. Oh,
Sunlight
sick.
hits my
It said
eyes.
that's focused. That ain't focused. So we got these lights set up to try to shine some better light on the wrap. We've been having a terrible time with it. It's so cold that it's getting really crispy and like cracking and ripping. Like, got a rip here. We're gonna try to mend that. These guys are going at it. I was doing the heat. I was swapping over. Young Jay's doing the heat.
Burning the shit out of my hand.
Yeah, he gets really close. I kept a distance. Jordan gets up in there.
Alright, it is like super later, but the roof is done. It didn't come out like the best quality because it is freezing outside, so we had to use so much heat with the heat gun. But it's done. It looks good from a little bit away, but other than that, it turned out okay for what we need. But I guess this is just kind of like a temporary fix for this trip, just to make it look a little bit better. So all good tonight. Let's move on to the next night.